What a cruel joke this is. Come on, Lilith. You must gather yourself. It's not as though there's any way out of this predicament anyway. Well met, my lord. I am... No, this is not happening. No, I will not come in. This is absurd. Would you let go of me? For I have the entire court witness this performance? Calm down. It's not bad enough that I'm being forced into this pathetic charade. If my father wants to get close to the throne so badly, then perhaps he can marry you instead. I'm sure the king would weep with joy. Changed? You're changed. Oh yes, I'm sure the king's favourite monster has had plenty of time to atone for all the things he has put us through. And what if I don't come in? Perhaps you'll have one of your guards cut me down? Is that it? Fine. This night cannot get any worse. You'll have to excuse me, but I absolutely do not feel safe or patient enough to take a seat. You're lucky I even agreed to come in. You don't understand why I'm like this? Have you been cursed? Does one shield too many crack that empty skull of yours? Do not give me that look. I've seen it before and I know where it leads. There's this false sorrow in your eyes, and yet it never changes. Do you even remember where you came from? Do you remember it's not just me you hurt, but all your other friends too? Has your mind truly become so clouded that you've forgotten all the people that matter in your life? Is your father's political game all it took to change that? Explain? There's nothing for you to explain. I've witnessed it all firsthand. There is no justification you could invent that would explain how a sweet, caring boy from low nobility with low noble friends could turn into whatever it is you are currently. Where do I even begin? You had your guards brutalize your best friend, all because he dared to approach you during a tournament? I can't imagine you're aware that he can barely walk to this day. Do not interrupt me. You were the one who wanted this, not me. The squire. Your squire? What happened to him? He was by your side non-stop for a year at least, then one day he drops his saddle and suddenly he disappears. What happened to him? What about me? You told me you loved me, and I loved you, and even despite everything, I never stopped. I wrote letter after letter. I didn't hear from you once. It's like the moment you became prince, I just ceased to exist. What are you doing? Get your hands off my lips. What? Please stop begging. I don't understand why this is happening anymore. Just get up. Say what you have to say, and then I'm going to leave. I've already spent too long in your company. Your father? I'm sure he's done plenty bad, but I don't really see how that excuses. Paranoid? Right. And I'm sure he was the one ordering your guards around too. What? So all these years since you left, your father hasn't let you be in control of your own life? You know, for someone who claims to be controlled by his paranoid king father, you certainly seem content enough to watch your best friends be dragged away by your own guards. Acting, right? Is... What about your squire? You don't know? Then, my letters never reached you. I see. This is a lot to take in. I just don't know if I can believe it. The things I've seen and heard, and you're saying it's all a lie? A facade? You broke my heart. You broke my heart, and now you're telling me all this. All these years thinking I'd never be able to catch your gaze again. And then my father received royal orders that his daughter is to be married. Why would your father even orchestrate something like this? Why keep it a secret? It was you? You arranged this. What, and you think your father will be none the wiser? He thinks it's his idea. I think maybe I do need to sit down after all. No, I'm fine. I just don't understand why any of this is happening. Your mother? Yeah, I remember when she passed away. I think it affected all of us greatly. She was like a queen even before you left. Everyone looked up to her. And your father became paranoid. So that's why he had your guards drag him away. And the squire? He thought he was too incompetent and would get you killed? This is a lot to take in. And I still don't understand why you manipulated him into choosing me as your wife. Unless this is some ruse and you've been lying to me. He's sick, and you need a more legitimate claim to prevent a civil war. And you chose me? But why me? Why even bother? Why not choose some higher born girl and avoid all of this? You've never stopped thinking about me? I'm sorry. I judged you so harshly. The last few years they've been hell. It's been torture spending every day thinking about you. Watching all these things unfold and... What? Take my time. What do you mean? You're letting me choose. You'd never force me into something I don't want. But you do realize how that will look to your father, to the other nobles. You don't care? Give me your hand. Please? If you truly are the same person I knew back then I want to do this. It will take some time for me to trust you like I once did, but if our marriage means we can start saving lives and maybe fix this godforsaken kingdom, then I don't need to wait. If we can undo even a fraction of what your father has caused and prevent something worse, then it has to be worth it. But I don't want to be the only one to choose. Do you truly want this? Is this the love of a sweet, caring boy I once knew? Or is this just a move in some twisted political game? Answer me truthfully. Then, let's get married. My prince.